Welcome back to the show. We're talking about cystic fibrosis today. Andy Littman here with us. Had some great information through the half hour. Tens of thousands of children and adults are affected by this in the United States every year. Andy has CF. He's talked about that here on the show today and all that you've had to do and so forth and what you're trying to do to make a difference. Let's talk briefly about your foundation, A Wish for Wendy.
Sure.
Who's Wendy and what's this all about?
Sure. Before I was born in 1970, my parents had a baby girl, Wendy Carol Littman. They didn't know anything going in. They were all excited to have their first child, and immediately they found out that she had some problems, couldn't grow, nothing was going right, and she passed away after only 16 days of life because of cystic fibrosis.
So sorry about that. I know this is a tough thing for you and your family to talk about, even all these years later.
Right.
So you've created this foundation in her honor, which is great.
Right.
And what do you do with the foundation? What's your focus of the foundation? What events are you doing, if you will?
Sure. The main one is the softball tournament. We also I have a younger sister, Emily, who has done some fashion shows in the past to raise awareness. We've done Comedy for a Cure. We've done some concerts even. And no, I did not sing the Nebulizer song in the concert, but we've had some really great fundraisers. But the main one is the softball tournament, which has raised, like I said, about $2 million on its own.
And I've actually been out to this softball tournament before, and Chipper Jones, a few years back, actually threw out the first pitch to start the actual tournament. That was really cool.
Yeah, Chipper did. He's actually in that Nebulizer video for a brief second there, and Chipper and his agent have been really great to the CF Foundation and to us and to help us raise money. So
let's talk about how people get involved, because your softball challenge is coming up, right?
It is, October 25th this year.
Okay, and so what do people do to get involved?
They can check out the website. It's wishforwendy.org, or they can go and they can call the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, the Georgia chapter, and they can get involved that way. We're always in need of volunteers. There's still a little bit of time if you want to get a team in, and it's a great event. We have a big silent auction, and we have celebrities that come out, and even the Atlanta Falcon cheerleaders.
That's great. And you see right there at Alpharetta North Park, and this is where you hold it every year, right?
That is where we hold it every year.
And it's a one-day thing, all day?
It is.
Right?
16 teams, double elimination, co-ed. It's crazy how we all get it all in, but we have the Gwinnett Umpires Association donates their time to do the entire event. It's great.
You've also been very active in the community. I mean, you're running road races, competing in the P90X fitness program. You've also carried the Olympic torch, I understand. Andy, you're doing some amazing things, and here are some photographs you can see from the tournament, the challenge that you have, you running the road races right there. I understand you also had the chance to throw out the first pitch at a Braves game. Is that right?
I did. Back in our baseball days, I had quite an arm. I tried to tell the team that, but then I threw out the first pitch, and I realized I was lying to all of you.
Look at that! Oh, and you made it. Very nice.
Yeah, I didn't want it to hit the ground, but apparently I wanted it to hit the sky.
Well, you've also written 3 books here. I want to touch on these really quick.
Sure. The first one I wrote was Alive at 25, and as I mentioned before, with life expectancy, I read when I was a kid that kids with CF don't live to the age of 25. So on my 25th birthday, I started writing this because I wanted people to understand that as far as that goes, that you can live to 25 and far beyond that.
And this one right here
This is A Superhero Needs No Cape. This is a fictional story, but it's about a boy who's trying to play for the Atlanta Braves.
Okay, and your final book, which is the current one?
That's The Drive at 35, which is just basically tells more of the story about trying to have children with cystic fibrosis.
Fantastic stuff, Andy Littman. Thank you so much for being on the program. Really good information. We're going to come back right after this and wrap up a fantastic half hour. Stay with us.